Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 6:07 a.m. and Reed Timmer is letting us know evil-looking satellite image with Hurricane Laura. This morning, undergoing textbook rapid intensification into a Category 4 storm on approach to far southwest Louisiana Sabine Pass area tonight. We plan to intercept this in the Dominator Force and the HERV racing drone. And I do have a weakness to my hurricane game, and that is hurricane turns. And so I was freaking out a few hours ago, but now I'm not as freaking out. But if you are going to be in the storm's pathway, I would not freak out, but I would evacuate. It looks like it is going to have major impacts from Beaumont all the way through like the middle of Louisiana. This is what Laura looked like at the start and the ends of his overnight shift. This thing has been rapidly intensifying and is now up to almost a Category 3 hurricane, I believe. And at this moment, I do not know anyone who is reporting this as a danger to Houston. So I guess I'm not going to be as worried or as freaked out as I would hours ago. But, like, these areas really need to worry about it. We're talking 10 to 15 feet of storm surge, 8 to 12 feet of storm surge, and that's when the ocean comes onto the land and overtakes it. We're talking 6.9 feet of storm surge, 3 to 5, 2 to 4, all the way down into Freeport, and then 2 to 4 up into Lake Borgnine. So, I mean, if you're pretty much going to be in this area, then this is going to bring major flooding, major storm surge, and it's going to be a major, deadly, dangerous problem. This storm is impressive on almost every level. Alex Lammer's rapid intensification is forecast. Not surprising, but still yikes. Plain on way to see in where Laura's winds are at now. JKP Weathers pointing out, for some reason, does anyone know, the Hurricane Hunter is continuing to fly around the eye. Not only that, but the mean sea level pressure was 967 minutes ago, and now it's 959. Not sure what's happening. But no matter what, it seems to me, this has the potential to get to Category 4 strength or even Category 5 strength. And no matter what, I'm going to call it a Category 2020 hurricane. And so please, if you are in the cones of danger, take this very seriously. And do what you can to prepare. There have been reports that the storm surge in Louisiana could reach as high as 45 miles inland. And that is amazing and very dangerous. Just last night, this was one of the models that was freaking me out because it was taking the area of low pressure right over Galveston. But this morning, it has come in some and is now just taking it straight over the Texas-Louisiana borderline. And as we can see, we have major weather and severe weather coming in. And that's the crazy thing, is this storm is then going to move up to form a big, huge storm in the northeast. So Laura's a bit of a bitch, man. And we aren't even to peak hurricane season yet. That would be on September 10th, which is over 2 weeks away. And so I definitely think the next 6 weeks are going to be mildly record-breaking. But we shall see. Man, I don't even know. I'm going to have a hard time being comfortable until this thing is done. And I would still recommend everybody, Galveston, Houston, if anything could change. And so I'm trying to at least not be super paranoid. I was personally planning on evacuating up to 2 hours ago, but then no one seems to be really worried about it. So at this point, I'm not going to be worried about it, and I will just pray for the safety of everyone else. But this thing is really just a monster. I mean, there's no underselling this thing. This is one of the most impressive hurricanes I've seen, and it still has 20 hours to intensify. And so Louisiana and people in East Texas, Beaumont, please do what you can to stay safe. And I would have, if you are in a danger zone, I would definitely evacuate, because this is a major monster storm that continues to expand. Yeah, I might even change my mind later and evacuate. We'll see. Oh, man. You can just see it growing like a monster. Its wind field is incredible. As it expands, its wind field expands. And so you're getting over 110 miles per hour, constant wind at the surface in the middle. And I wonder what the winds are like out on the edges. And so just imagine that in your mind. If this thing goes straight up, that core is still going to extend for hundreds of miles. The storm is so huge. All right, I was waiting for Lanza. Thankfully for Houston, the track forecast has held up to our east, as Laura has quite simply exploded overnight. Exactly what we were afraid of. Laura landfalls tonight as a major hurricane close to the Texas-Louisiana border. And so, Houston, I guess we are not in danger, because nobody thinks so. If anything changes, I will let you know. But this storm is so weird. So yeah, this would be the cone of danger that people need to look out for. Cranky weather guy. And we have a healthy Category 2 hurricane just about peaking in intensity in the Gulf this morning as it heads for Texas-Louisiana border. The eye wall has fully formed, so rapid intensification, will definitely continue. Laura is expected to reach Category 4 strength, 130 mile per hour sustained winds later today before landfall tonight. Slight weakening is possible just before landfall due to the shear, but it will be dangerous hurricane. Abso-freaking-lutely. And so here's your, it doesn't take, Houston doesn't even look in flood danger. Sorry that I'm obsessing about Houston so much. I was worried earlier. Yeah, this is going to bring some hellacious rain totals, hellacious storm surge. So once again, the 10 to 15 feet, 8 to 12 feet, please watch out. And so, like, this area is going to get hit with 105. This entire area will be hit with sustained 105 mile per hour winds. This will be 70 to 60. So this area will take the most damage for sure. So I would definitely evacuate this cone. If you're in this cone, I would not be there, because that is going to be where most of the storm surge goes, unless, the track changes. All right, so everyone, please stay aware, please stay safe, please stay cool, and be ready in case anything major thing changes. And I'll try to figure out how to talk again. All right, God bless everyone.